The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. There's Chris Olave. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Saints at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Carolina. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense. They'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Ellis. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So here's a 3rd and 14. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Butler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, that's sweet. What an effort. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, 30 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Ellis.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Xavier Legette, 57 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this to Butler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ellis.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back. Momentum.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
How about this?
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big run.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Touchdown, Saints! From 6 yards away.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
39 yards.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Butler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Taken down at the 30. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Now a play fake here on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
He's on his way.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Panthers 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And my goodness, another interception.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle they go. Ellis, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Saints 49, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pass caught by Olave. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Broken tackle, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Saints 49, Panthers 21. Harrison Nevis to kick off for the Panthers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They're on the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man. Here's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. N'Keal Harry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They go play action here on 1st down. He gets this to Butler. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Saints are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless... And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
That'll be caught right side. It's Butler.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second and long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That one complete to Leggett.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Panthers.
He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Schwartz. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them one.
He's got a man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the